Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Origins. This is the second episode on my channel, The One Integral, and in this episode we're looking at Weedle, Kakuna and Beedrill. So let's get started. So Weedle's Japanese name is Beedle, which is kind of strange, but okay, we'll go with it. And this is a hairy bug Pokemon. It is number 13 in the National Dex and stands at 0.3 meters tall or 1 foot and weighs 3.2 kilograms or 7.1 pounds. It is a bug poison type Pokemon from Generation 1. Weedle is a brown serpentine Pokemon with dark circular eyes, and it has many pink feet and a pink nose. It has poisonous stingers on its head and on its tail. It's based on the larva of a bee, or due to its colouring, the larva of a wasp, so what grows into a wasp or a bee. There are no gender differences between Weedle, and Weedle's shiny form is a golden in colour. Pokedex entries tell us that Weedle eats his weight, which is, well, look at the top now, in leaves every single day, and the stinger on its head is 5 centimeters long or 2 inches, and that it has a very acute sense of smell. The name Beedle is a combination of bee and needle, so it's a good combination there. Weedle, on the other hand, is a combination of worm and needle again. It may also be a corruption of weevil, which is a sort of bug, and the weed section may come from the fact that it eats leaves, and weeds are a type of plant life. Moving now to look at Kakuna. Its Japanese name is Cocoon, and it is the Cocoon Pokemon, which is very coincidental. It is number 14 in the National Dex and stands 0.6 meters tall, or 2 feet, twice the size of Weedle. It also weighs 10 kilograms or 22 pounds. A Weedle will evolve into a Kakuna starting at level 7. Kakuna is a yellow Cocoon Pokemon with a dome-shaped head and black triangular eyes. It also has 2 scythe-like arms in the centre of its body. However, these are rarely shown in media, appearing only in the red and blue sprites and in one of the images from a kind of promotional set. It's based on a chrysalis or a pupa stage of a bee, more specifically the common honeybee pupa. There are no gender differences between Kakuna, and its shiny form is green, which is kind of interesting. Pokedex entries tell us that it hides from its predators under leaves and in branches while it's waiting for its evolution. As its body gets softer inside, its outside shell gets harder. The Japanese name Cocoon is literally cocoon, whereas Kakuna is a corruption of cocoon. Very similar. And finally now, if we look at Beedrill, its Japanese name is Spear, which is very simple but yet again very effective. And it is the poison bee Pokemon. It is number 15 in the National Dex and stands at 1 meter tall or 3 foot 3 inches and weighs 29.5 kilograms or 65 pounds. A Kakuna will evolve into a Beedrill starting at level 10. Beedrill is a bipedal wasp, however it only has 4 legs instead of the 6 with real life wasps. It has a round head with a pointed mouth, and shiny red eyes and antennae. Its legs are connected to its body via its thorax, and its forelegs are tipped with long conical stingers. It also has 2 pairs of rounded veined wings, and a 3rd stinger on its striped abdomen. Clearly, Beedrill is based on a bee or a wasp, but resembles more an Asian giant hornet. Like its pre-evolutions, there are no gender differences between Beedrill, and its shiny form is green, much like Kakuna with blue eyes. Pokedex entries tell us that Beedrill attacks in swarms and that it is very territorial, much like bees in real life. The Japanese name for Beedrill, Spear, refers to its stingers on its arms and obviously on its abdomen. However, also, the reverse of these Japanese symbols, you get the Japanese symbols, if you reverse them, it reads Apis, which is the genus for the honeybee, which is either a good coincidence or a very skilled, naming. Beedrill is a combination of bee and drill, again referring to the stingers. Looking now at some size comparisons, you can see they're all much bigger than they are in real life, obviously. And Beedrill is pretty damn big, Imagine seeing a bee or a wasp in real life that's about half your size, if not more. You would be pretty freaked out. Finally, you can see all the sprites for Weedle through the generations. It stays pretty much the same, but doesn't gain legs until yellow sprites, as red and green in Japanese, and red and blue in America and such. It has no legs. How does it get around? That's why they added them. And moving now on to Kakuna, you can see in the red, blue and green ones, its arms are clearly visible. Red, blue is obviously sticking out slightly, whereas green is kind of holding them a bit closer, but you can still make them out. Whereas in future sprites, they're kind of stuck together, so you can't see it as well, but it does have arms, but they're not as clear sometimes. And finally, Beedrill. It does look a bit strange in the green sprite, just because its stinger is not flying, it's still on the ground, and its stinger looks a bit strange because of that. And also its stinger is kind of a different colour as well, whereas in later games it becomes the same colour as its body, so it's less of a stinger, more of just an appendage. So, thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more of these videos, and of course leave a like and a comment down below. Thank you for watching guys, I will see you next time, goodbye.